Hello and welcome to Sudden Recollections vlog of the Avengers.
The party hath started.
Yes. Yeah, we're not gonna beat around the bush at all. This is the best movie ever.
I want to see it again, and then again, and again, and maybe again for the Avengers.
This summer, I've already called it. This summer is going to basically consist of, what do you want to do? We go see the Avengers again. Yeah, why not? Okay. And that's going to be.
There's been
the
about
most common
a dozen moments since we watched it that I have said, let's go watch the Avengers again right now.
Yep. We didn't.
We haven't yet.
Which leads us to another point. We're very, very busy right now, which is why the update schedule has
You just need to pretend that we don't exist for like another week or so.
Yes, because for all intents and purposes, we don't exist for the next week or so. We're also having some technical problems with the new video camera and the format of the videos that it records. So
Do you have any suggestions?
Yeah. So we haven't been able to edit all of them. This one we should be able to just throw right up, but so we're doing it
Literally and figuratively.
We will throw it up.
Mm-hmm.
Not the camera, just the video.
Well, I'm throwing the stuff that we're talking in the video. It's going to be vomiting.
Well, then that's also metaphoric.
Yes. Well, that's true.
Anyway.
Literal, metaphoric, and figurative.
The Avengers.
The Avengers.
Best movie ever.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's really all we have to say.
You have things to say. I know you.
I do.
You can't get away with not being verbose.
I really think that this movie is going to change a lot in the film industry. I mean, there's always been a focus on
and
film
for once, I hope so.
series and franchises, and sequels especially. But with this movie, there were a bunch of otherwise unrelated movies, other than the fact that they were Marvel superheroes, that they used to develop characters. So the characters came into this movie having already been developed in a sense, already having a character, already having an actor behind them in some cases. But it's just really interesting way
You looked at me.
to do things.
The knowing glance in my direction.
He was not in the Avengers. But I really think it's going to change things, just because it's doing as well as it has been monetarily, and I'm so glad.
Shattered some records on opening day.
Yeah.
Like, by twice as much.
From our marketing standpoint, though, I think it's really going to change a whole lot, in a good way. But anyway, so
The thing that they did that worked so well is that they didn't have to introduce characters. They didn't have to establish that you should like these characters or reasons why. You already did.
Yeah.
You already knew.
Mm-hmm.
So you could go in.
And you cared about them, and so when they fought, it was like, why are Mommy and Daddy fighting?
Yeah.
Type of a feel to it.
The first half of the movie was just uncomfortable for that reason almost.
Yeah. But also awesome.
Yes.
When they were literally fighting. Let's see. The area of casting choices, though, you have to talk about Gruffalo's Hulk. Ruffalo. I call him Gruffalo because it sounds like a Dr. Seuss.
Kind of.
And it looks like a Gruffalo. Especially in the movie.
I have no idea where that was supposed to go at all. That doesn't make any sense.
I think it's funny. But I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, Ruffalo's portrayal of the Hulk, which was fantastic. Bruce Banner.
He's the best Bruce Banner yet. Which, I mean, granted, he's not saying a whole lot.
No,
but
it's a very low bar. A lot of people did like Norton,
but he set the bar high.
Yeah.
So
was that.
All the other casting choices, I said that about Thor. Thor's hard to get right.
Yeah,
but Chris Hemsworth
well,
was
it's
a
not so
good
much
choice.
hard to get right, it's very, very easy to get wrong.
Yeah.
And they didn't get it wrong, so it worked out. Captain America, same thing. Very, very easy to get wrong. They didn't get it wrong.
Yeah. Iron Man basically has to be...
Tony Stark isn't.
He has to be Robert Downey Jr. now. It's just the way
it will always be that way. In the comic books and otherwise. For all intents and purposes, Iron Man is Robert Downey Jr.
That is now his signature role, I think.
So
Which means you're doing something right.
in a sense, though, I have some explaining to do because I like this movie so much, but have commented on how I dislike Firefly. Joss Whedon wrote and directed the Avengers, and
To be perfectly fair, I was nervous about that fact.
yeah, but I wasn't. And the thing is I like Joss Whedon when he's doing what he does best, and that's character-driven plot.
I was just afraid he was going to try to kill off Captain America
No,
at the very beginning now.
No.
He's everybody's favorite, so...
no.
That's what makes it so heartbreaking. You can't kill off Captain America.
Regardless, comics have several times.
Yes, but film is different.
So many times.
Film is different.
For now. Who knows what's going to happen? Now that the comic book industry has its teeth sunk. And, but that's what this film needed to be. This film needed Joss Whedon to direct it because that's what he does. He takes characters that are quirky and interesting, puts them together, and just kind of lets the sparks fly. And goes from there.
I'm just saying, if this was a Joss Whedon production, I would die because I'm everybody's favorite.
I'm not quite sure whether to be comforted by that fact or insulted.
You can choose it. You can take it any way you want.
But I don't think we want to see him directing or writing Captain America, a Captain America movie. I don't think we want to see him write.
Unless there's a lot of interactions with other characters
Yeah.
in the Marvel universe.
Because he can't.
I don't think he's good at focusing in on one thing.
He can't focus in on one character. He can't make a plot interesting enough that one character will make an interesting movie. Everything that he does is very character driven, and that's a good thing in this sense. I would love to see him make an X-Men movie, for example. Despite my feelings on the X-Men, I think things can be done with them that are interesting. They just
They proved that that's possible.
Yeah, the new X-Men movie, First Class.
It was very,
if you haven't
very,
seen
very
it,
good.
go see it.
By far
Buy
the best
it.
X-Men movie.
Buy it. You can just buy it.
Yeah.
And it'll be worth it if you're a fan of the X-Men or anything else.
Or
Marvel related.
Or anything else.
If you're a fan of anything, go watch that X-Men movie.
How's that for a plug?
There you go.
There you go.
It has everything you'd ever want. Which is another Joss Whedon thing. It's the end of Dr. Purple Single and Blowjobs. That was inadvertent. And a diatribe that we really didn't need to cover.